Welcome back to the second part of rectilinear propagation of light. This is our second part. The third part, which is a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is a symbol, is where we started with the generation of camera that we are using nowadays, digital. So it's made by using three instrument. One, if we use a cardboard, one point we make a hole, the other point we use a transparent material. A pinhole camera is made using a small rectangular box with a pinhole at one end, a large rectangular oil at the one end, the larger rectangular oil at the other end. The rectangular oil at the back is covered with a screen of a special paper, like a grease-proof paper, which lets some light pass through. Therefore, in simple terms, we are using a translucent. What is the advantage of this pinhole camera? It's able to form a focused image on a film of an object, both near and far from the camera. Therefore, the next part we are interested to the image formation by a pinhole camera. If we place our object in front of a pinhole camera, we have this hole. The light is going to be reflected through the hole to the pinhole camera, where we have the screen, and the image that's going to be formed there is upside down. Therefore, the length or the size of image depends on the two factors. Factor number one, the distance of the object from the pinhole camera. Number two, the length of the camera box. Those are the two factors that determine the length or the size of the image formed by a pinhole camera. Magnification. This is the ratio of the image size to the object size. Also, we can define magnification as the ratio of the image distance to the object distance. Mathematically, magnification is equal to image size divided by the object size. Also, we can say magnification is equal to image distance all over the object distance. Therefore, this simple diagram illustrates from the camera to the object, that is referred to as the object distance, which is equivalent denoted by letter U. From the screen, from the hole to the screen of the camera, this is referred to as the image distance, denoted by letter V. The height of the object is going to be denoted by H0, and the image height is going to be denoted by HI. Therefore, mathematically, magnification is equal to HI all over H0, and also we can say magnification is equal to V all over U. Therefore, we can combine the two by saying magnification is equal to HI all over HO, which is equal to V all over U. For example, how can we use our formula, magnification formula, to solve some of the problem in calculation? Example 1, we have a pinhole camera. We have been given a pinhole camera of length 15 centimeter, forms an image 3 centimeter high of a man standing 9 meters in front of the camera. What is the height of the man? We must know the quantities that we have been given. 15 centimeter is the length of the camera. Therefore, this becomes the image distance. The image height, H0, the HI is 3 centimeter. And the man was standing 9 meters in front of a camera. Therefore, we have our U, which is equivalent to object distance. By substituting in our formula, Remember, when we are dealing in physics, we deal with the SI unit of the quantity given. Or the quantity, remember, these a man standing 9 meters, the other one are in centimeter, change to the same SI unit. So by substituting 0.03 all over h naught is equal to 0.15 all over 9. Therefore, the height of this man, which is equivalent to h naught, is equal to 1.8 meters. Our example 2, a ramp A of height 6 meters stands in front of a pinhole camera at a distance of 24 centimeters. The camera screen is 8 centimeters from the pinhole. What is the height of the image? We have been given the height of the object. We have been given the distance of the object from the camera, and we have been given the distance of the image. By substituting in our formula, hi over h naught is equal to v all over u, we do substitution, we get that hi is equivalent to 2 meters. Those are some of the examples of calculation of magnification in a pinhole camera. Another subtopic is the effect of the image formed by a pinhole camera. What are some of the effects when we use many pinholes in a camera? Therefore, if we have many pinholes, each pinhole will form its image, resulting into the brighter or parent image. What if we make the pinhole to be large? A large hole is equivalent to several holes and will produce a brighter but barren image. Therefore, we look about the characteristics or the features of the image formed by a pinhole camera. We have two characteristics of the image formed by a pinhole camera. Number one, the image formed is linear. The other one, the image formed is upside down. Those are the two main characteristics of the image formed by a pinhole camera. Therefore, a pinhole camera can be modified in order to take a photograph. Remember, our origin is a pinhole camera. How can we modify now our pinhole camera in order to take the photograph, the real photograph? Number one, should be painted black on the inside to eliminate reflection of light. Number two, in place of the transparent screen, we replace with the right tide reed with the photographic film fitted on the inside, the sensitive one. Therefore, the exposure time of a pinhole camera also can depend on, remove the next thing, the exposure time of a pinhole camera. How long does it take to take a photograph? The time in order a pinhole camera to take a photograph, it depends on two factors. Factor number one, the size of the pinhole. Factor number two, the lighting condition, the amount of light in that place, and the size of the pinhole camera. The larger the size of a pinhole camera, the faster the formation of the image. The light condition also, when the light is enough, there is easier formation of the image on the pinhole film. Therefore, should be covered with a thin black card which acts as a shutter, sensitivity of the film, and the length of the camera. What are some of the advantages of a pinhole camera over the lens camera that being used in the recent? One of the advantages of a pinhole camera, it has the main advantage. Pinhole camera is preferred to the lens camera because it does not produce distortion. We said one of the characteristics, it forms a real image. Therefore, it cannot distort the image formed on it. But also, anything having advantage must have its own disadvantage. Some of the disadvantages of a pinhole camera are as follows. Number one, it takes a long time for the image to be formed since the amount of light passing through the hole is small. Number two, it cannot be used to take the photograph of a moving object. Those are the two main disadvantages of a pinhole camera.